Let me ask you something uncomfortable. If intelligence alone created wealth, why are so many brilliant people living paycheck to paycheck? Why do people who barely paid attention in school own businesses, real estate, stock portfolios, and financial freedom, while the smart ones are still explaining why it won't work? Here's a shocking reality. Studies on high IQ adults show that a massive percentage never accumulate meaningful net worth over their lifetime, not because they lack ability, but because intelligence, when misused, quietly becomes a financial handicap. Some of the poorest people you'll ever meet are not stupid. They're analytical, logical, educated, and trapped. This video isn't about insulting intelligence. It's about exposing the invisible patterns that keep smart people stuck, while average thinkers build wealth through action, leverage, and momentum. If even one of these reasons applies to you, it could explain years of frustration, under-earning, and unrealized potential. And the last reason, that one hurts the most because almost no one is willing to admit it. Stay till the end. This might change how you see yourself forever. Reason 1. They confuse being right with being rich. Smart people are trained to value correctness. From school onward, being right earns praise, grades, validation, and identity. Over time, correctness becomes emotional currency. But the market doesn't reward who's right. It rewards who acts. In investing, entrepreneurship, and wealth creation, being early beats being accurate. You can perfectly explain why a stock might crash and still miss the decade-long bull run that made ordinary investors millionaires. You can intellectually dismantle real estate bubbles while others quietly build rental cash flow and equity growth. The mistake smart people make is optimizing for intellectual safety instead of financial upside. They avoid looking foolish, avoid volatility, avoid uncertainty. Yet those exact conditions create capital appreciation. When smart people stop worshiping being right and start respecting momentum, everything changes. They learn that temporary embarrassment is cheaper than lifelong regret. That small, calculated risks beat endless simulations. That wealth is built by participants, not commentators. Number 2, they overestimate how much thinking improves outcomes. Intelligent minds love optimization. They believe one more spreadsheet, one more model, one more analysis will reduce risk. In reality, past a certain point, thinking no longer improves results. It delays them. This is especially visible in stock investing, startups, and career moves. Smart people wait for perfect clarity, not realizing clarity only comes after exposure. Market behavior, consumer psychology, and financial cycles cannot be fully understood from books or theory. Here's the hidden cost. While you're optimizing assumptions, someone else is collecting data through real-world feedback. They're earning dividends, learning customer behavior, compounding experience. The brain mistakes complexity for preparedness. It feels productive, but it produces no cash flow. A simple truth high net worth individuals understand: you can't steer a parked portfolio. Money sitting in savings loses purchasing power to inflation. Ideas sitting in your head lose relevance to time. If intelligence helped people escape poverty by thinking harder, universities would mint millionaires. They don't. And that leads to the next uncomfortable pattern, one rooted deep in identity. Reason 3. They attach their self-worth to intelligence instead of results. When intelligence becomes your identity, failure feels like death. Smart people often avoid situations where they might underperform publicly. Why? Because failure threatens the one thing they've always been praised for. So they choose careers with clear rules, salaries instead of upside, credentials instead of ownership, titles instead of equity. Wealth creation, however, is identity agnostic. The market doesn't care how gifted you were. It only tracks outcomes: revenue, cash flow, portfolio performance, value creation. This creates internal resistance. Smart people subconsciously avoid arenas where results matter more than explanations. But underneath, the fear is simpler. What if I try, and I'm not special? Wealthy individuals separate who they are from what they attempt. They don't see losses as reflections of intelligence. They see them as variables in a long game. The moment smart people detach ego from effort, they unlock freedom. They become willing to look foolish today to live exceptionally tomorrow. Number 4. They secretly resent the game of money. Many intelligent people grow up believing success should be merit-based. That effort, knowledge, and virtue should be enough. So when they see people with less education earning more, something breaks inside. Instead of curiosity, resentment forms. They tell themselves stories. They got lucky. They exploited others. They're shallow. This emotional framing protects ego, but destroys opportunity. Money flows toward value creation, distribution, and scale, not moral worth. Resenting that fact doesn't change it. It only distances you from learning how the system works. The wealthy study incentives, leverage, and demand. The bitter study excuses. When intelligence is mixed with moral superiority, wealth becomes psychologically inaccessible. You can't earn what you secretly despise. The shift happens when smart people stop judging outcomes and start reverse engineering them. When curiosity replaces contempt. When they study wealth without attaching morality to mechanics. Because the market doesn't care how you feel about it. And the next reason explains why many intelligent people stay busy but broke. Number 5. They optimize for status instead of cash flow. Smart people often chase recognition disguised as achievement, advanced degrees, prestigious roles, impressive job titles. These feel valuable, but don't always generate financial leverage. There's a difference between being respected and being paid, between visibility and liquidity, between credentials and ownership. High earners focus on scalable outputs, equity stakes, dividend-paying assets, recurring revenue, appreciating investments. Status seekers focus on symbolic wins that inflate identity but not net worth. This is why two people with similar intelligence can end up worlds apart financially. One builds a stock portfolio, the other builds a resume. The dangerous illusion is believing prestige will eventually convert into wealth. Sometimes it does, but often it just converts into more work. Smart people escape this trap when they ask a better question. Does this decision increase my long-term cash flow, equity growth, or financial optionality? If the answer is no, prestige alone won't save it. And the next reason explains why intelligence can actually slow income growth over time. Number 6. They perfect skills. The market no longer rewards. Intelligent people love mastery. They invest years becoming exceptional at something. But markets evolve faster than pride. Technology, automation, AI tools, and global competition constantly compress the value of skills. What paid $150 an hour a decade ago might now pay $15 or nothing. The mistake is emotional attachment to sunk effort. Smart people stay loyal to skills long after demand disappears because leaving feels like erasing identity. Wealth builders follow value, not nostalgia. Financial freedom favors adaptability, not loyalty. Those who pivot early capture opportunity. Those who cling to outdated expertise become overqualified and underpaid. Number 7. They spend their best mental energy on low-leverage problems. Smart people love mental challenges. Their brain lights up when something needs fixing, optimizing, or figuring out. The problem is not effort, it's direction. Many intelligent people unknowingly waste their sharpest thinking on tasks that don't scale. They'll spend hours researching how to save $50 instead of learning how to earn an extra $5,000. They'll obsess over optimizing daily routines while ignoring asset allocation, equity ownership, or long-term income strategy. This happens because solving small problems gives instant dopamine. It feels productive, it feels controlled, but it doesn't move the needle. Wealth doesn't grow from effort alone. It grows from leverage. Leverage through capital, systems, technology, people, and time. High net worth individuals don't ask, "Can I do this myself?" They ask, "Should I be doing this at all?" Smart people enjoy proving they can solve something efficiently, even when outsourcing would free their mind for higher value decisions. Number 8. They believe complexity signals value, but the market pays for simplicity. One of the most seductive lies intelligence tells is this: if something is complicated, it must be valuable. Smart people often wrap simple solutions in layers of explanation, frameworks, terminology, and nuance. It makes them feel credible. It makes them feel irreplaceable. Unfortunately, it also makes them poor. Buyers, clients, and investors don't pay for complexity. They pay for clarity, speed, and certainty. The most profitable businesses in the world aren't intellectually impressive. They're operationally simple. Index funds beat most hedge fund strategies. Straightforward products outperform feature-heavy ones. Clear messaging converts better than sophisticated explanations. Yet, intelligent people resist simplicity because it feels like intellectual underperformance. They fear being seen as basic, so they over-engineer everything: offers, ideas, plans, even conversations. Here's the uncomfortable truth: simplicity is not the absence of intelligence. It's the result of mastery. Number 9. They avoid asking for help because it threatens their identity. For many smart people, independence becomes a prison. They've spent years being the one with answers, the one others come to, the one who figures things out. Over time, asking for help starts to feel like betrayal of self-image. So they struggle quietly. They learn slowly. They repeat avoidable mistakes, all to protect the illusion of self-sufficiency. Wealth doesn't grow in isolation. It grows in ecosystems. The most successful investors, entrepreneurs, and executives aggressively seek coaching, mentorship, and strategic advice. Not because they're weak, but because they understand opportunity cost. Learning alone is slow. Learning through others is exponential. The wealthy don't care about appearing knowledgeable. They care about being positioned. They pay for insight, speed, and access. They treat advice as an investment, not an admission of inadequacy. Number 10. They understand too much to believe change will actually work for them. This is the most dangerous reason of all, because it sounds like wisdom. Smart people are excellent at forecasting obstacles. They understand economic cycles, market saturation, competition, structural inequality, and systemic risks. Over time, this awareness mutates into resignation. They don't say, "I can't." They say, "Statistically, it's unlikely." They don't avoid action out of fear. They avoid it out of rationalization. Intelligence becomes the perfect excuse to stay still. They've read enough to know why businesses fail, enough to know why markets crash, enough to know why most people don't succeed. So they wait for certainty that never comes. Meanwhile, less analytical people act with incomplete information and accidentally stumble into growth. When intelligence stops being used as a brake and starts being used as a steering wheel, everything changes. Being smart is not the problem. Staying trapped inside your intelligence is. Wealth is built when intelligence partners with action, humility, leverage, and belief. I'm grateful for the chance to share these insights with you. If this video made a difference, like it, share it with your loved ones, and subscribe for more powerful tips. Now, if you really want to level up, don't miss this next video. Let's continue there.